regional integration. Again, Your Excellency, the outcomes of the President's visit to U.S. are still excited. Kenya will strengthen the country. And for this particular, Your Excellency, we have a new MTRH hospital that was launched the other day. It will be the entire health sector. National government is affordable housing unit, and it is going to change the face of this to cater for these people, because you are anticipating more than 100,000 people to migrate from the rural areas to the urban. Help the counties, especially our county, to mitigate on that issue. Coming up, it was launched by the President. It is 8 fast track on it, and we are grateful to the President for giving us the chance to do such a project. Kipchoge Stadium is on the other day. They change their mind and they disturb all of us. So it really the country. We remain continues to drive development across the country. As counties, we reaffirm our anyhow to these dealers or these middlemen, because we are expecting the price to stabilize. So wakulima na waomba. Finally, be expedited, and I'm very sure Your Excellency will take it up so that these people might also feel good and feel that they belong. And again, we want to appreciate Moi Girls High School, the school that has given us a big name. It is a landmark school. So many great ladies in Kenya went through this school, including the wife of the immediate former Prime Minister, Ida Odinga, and she was telling us that she was in this school and she would wish to come and do some CSR for the school. But alongside that, we have the construction of the new library. The library was there, but it was condemned because either of age or the structurally was not good. I want to ask you, Your Excellency, that you talk to the peers of education, because he was telling us his budget is 700 billion. And the last time the building, there is a new building here, a modern building, a multipurpose hall. It was built by the former PS Bellion. So let him so many books. But one John Maxwell said, until you leave a mark, you have not passed this place. So I want you also to leave a mark here by making it was in very good shape until they that please. Please take it up, make a pronouncement here, let us see what is going to happen for, and you know what libraries can do, and to our full of promise, a potential city. Hosting the Kenya Music Festival, for about how many days? They were just hosting them. So was in Gishu, we have the capacity to host any kind of meeting. And until last year, 2023, the Asian community, I thought it was just one tribe. I realized there are many tribes. We have 13 tribes of sub-tribes of India. It is only culture that distinguishes you from the rest of the people. Once again, allow me, Your Excellency, to say thank you very much for visiting us. I will welcome our good PS Umi to welcome the CS, and then the CS will continue with the protocol. Asanteni sana, tunakushukuru sana Umi. The other day when you went to Kapkugo, I stood in for you, so I was... My team from the county assembly, the CECs and the director, we supported this thing seriously, and our hearts are in this cultural event. Again, we have our county assembly being led by the Honorable Speaker and the leader of majority. Your Excellency, you know these are your friends. And I know in your calendar, you have put a date to the Kenya Music Festival like you did last year. About over 120 human beings they are in this county. I don't know why they slept, but they all slept for about how many days? They were just here. And here, we have the capacity. Yesterday, we were empowering some artists, and Everybody was singing Wamutende, Wamutende, that if you don't mention Wamutende, you might be a one-time fellow. So let me also say Wamutende.
Guests, good afternoon. Guests, good afternoon. Uamune. Uamune. All of us take this opportunity. If there has never been, to your leadership and also to the leadership of the county for inviting us and giving us an opportunity to be here. As the minister wants to deal with the women and the honest, they are being told you are supposed to be here because of cows and the rest. So we are every day talking, using every means to speak and to do what they think is right. The femicide, GBV, including femicide. But what we have discovered as we sit together with the 3 PSS is that we can actually use culture. So all these performances, they spoke about health in the language that they understand most. They speak about affordable housing. They speak about agriculture. They speak about peace and security. Therefore, culture is the one that can speak to development projects which are happening in our country. So we want to development projects which are happening in our country. So we want to thank you, thank His Excellency the President and the Presidency for the good work that you are doing. We will continue speaking and want for the good work that you are doing. We will continue speaking and want to ask the county governments who can be able to align to speak in the language that the masses will understand. Lastly, many times my daughter was in this school to go to the US for what? When you are doing arts, you cannot do anything. You can play arts, play games, and still be a professor like our Deputy President. Lastly, the very last, I was married by a politician, so saa zingine najipata nikifanya campaign. Allow me to thank you, Your Excellency, for stepping in a very special way when we were looking for all what you had, negotiation skills. You used the arts, you used your education, your office, and finally, as UDA, we became the best. Thank you, Your Excellency. I sit in the cabinet where he chairs, and he chairs meetings almost throughout the day. He never gets late. He never postpones any meeting. I always look at him and say, if I was to go back again, I think a job, and you do it, then we will support you as your ministers. We will do everything possible. We will speak all the programs of the government so that by the year 2027, you will just be saying, Wamudende, 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 2-term. So thank you very much. Allow me just to ask all of us to stand so that we can welcome His Excellency.
Salala, kumbe tulikuwa wengi hivi. Ni fire si fire, ni noma si noma. Cheptumo na Governor Mutai, PS Wede, P ambao and Cultural Festival participants, ladies and gentlemen. Nimefurahi sana kurudi hapa Eldoret. Wale ambao hawakusikia, mimi nilikuwa mtu ya town hii. Hapa mjue labda ni ile madekuwa kijana, lakini nilikuwa kijana mzuri. Nimesikia huyu governor akisema ile kazi tulikuwa tunafanya. It's a special town for me because this is where I started my career and even my hospital. And I wish she was around. I would have brought her with me. Kiniako reti nyumbani. Mimi nataka nishukuru Wizara ya Mambo ya Utamaduni, Turathi kwa maandalizi mema ambayo wamefanya mambo ya hii hafla. Mheshimiwa Rais alikuwa akuje yeye mwenyewe, lakini kama mnavyojua alikuwa na safari, alafu hakuweza kufika in good time. Na usiku nikuje leo asubuhi. Rais umesema next year a part of my duty kama akuje yeye mwenyewe, mimi nitakuja nikimsindikisha. The place of music and culture in our nation, those of us who are that our country is facing a lot of challenges on the social and family space. From the foundation, children today, they must work hard. That language and culture that you can never have. Language and culture is stronger than any profession or any career. The stability of the human person. Identity is in your language. A person who abandons culture is that is in the very early of our constitution and the best. Kiangalia tiba yanakuja pale mbele. The description of our country, the territory of our country, the constitution of our country, you discover it talks about need for the state to protect languages. English, language, indigenous mode expression of all the people of Kenya in their communities and in their various identities. That Article 11 on culture, cultural expression, and cultural expression is through music, it's through language, it's through arts and other performances. It's preceded patrioticity. For you, foundational principle of the foundation as we build our nation projects from long-term nation that survives all manner of shocks, social shocks. We must build this nation first, the hardware of the nation. What is the and water and name? And you have heard we have built 22,000 kilometers of roads, but these are not enough if we have to be a modern country. We have connected 10,600 households with electricity out of the 10 million, making Kenya one of the most connected countries in Africa at 75% connectivity with electricity. Some of the African countries slightly under 5 million households. About 4 million households, actually. And we'll get universal connectivity by the year 2030 in accordance with Vision 2030. We've made strides to provide water. But you have heard the president say it's very slow. That's why he has said enough jobs for our young people. That is how we've seen the president launch government and to my summit. So that after 2027, Eldoret to Malaba, and the other section will go